undefeated Knox Bearden, highlighting that blitz mentality. Bearden has 41 tackles for loss in just 4 games. Holloway, remember that name. He is their sack master. He is their linebacker that is a terror, and he's been all over the place. Again, the Bulldogs, though, they rely on junior quarterback Colin Ironside. He's completed 54 of 91 passes for almost 500 yards and a touchdown. He's also their second leading rusher. Science Hill, though, they do get Chris Thomas and Joshua Santiago back after Dobbins Bennett beat them up about 2 weeks ago. They're back from injuries, but it's not going to be enough. Science Hill drops to 1-4. I think Bearden wins 35-21.
I think you're probably right. I should probably know this, but is the Holloway at Bearden related to Condridge Holloway?
I would, if I was a betting man, I'd say yes.
I'd say there's a good chance of it.
Don't know, though, for sure.
A well-prepared broadcaster would know these sort of things. Well, I should do my homework, shouldn't I?
Well, but you're also joined by another one. So anyway.
If anybody out there knows, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know.
Make sure to message.
We need to know.
Exactly.
Sullivan North at South Green. How the Raiders going to do?
The Raiders go for their 5th win in a row to open the season again against a 1-3 South Green Rebel team who got their first win last week against West Green. North is averaging 30 points per game, while the Rebels are giving up 35 again. Odds are, again, Sullivan North will roll to their 5th game. Again, they're eyeing a few games coming up. They're going to take on a good Sullivan South team to finish the season. They've got Happy Valley and Hampton. They're in a 3-game stretch, but I think they cruise tonight against South Green. I'll give Sullivan North the win, 35-7. So, talking about Southwest Virginia and Upper East Tennessee, that's got the majority of the games. Again, a lot of them were played last night, 11 games. So we'll take a break, come back. We'll get Rob Ferguson talking for about 20 minutes straight, talking about the starting lineups here. We'll talk about this matchup, a few things we'll be looking for, and we'll get you ready again for the kickoff of this great game that we call football here at Legion Field. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
When it comes to health, it's personal. This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine?
30 to 40% of Americans have sleep issues every year, according to the New England Journal of Medicine. When sleep disorders last longer than 1 month, they are classified as chronic sleep disorders and results in mood swings, our physical wellness, and our overall happiness. The natural sleep hormone is called melatonin. Many individuals turn to prescription medications to try to address sleep disorders, but some medications actually block the production of melatonin. If you have questions about your medicines or have sleep problems, we invite you to ask our pharmacists at Premier Pharmacy for safe, effective recommendations to help restore your natural sleep cycle.
This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. 25 years of creating personalized medicine. 109 Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
Family owned for 3 generations, Broadwater Trading Company proudly supports Gate City High School and wishes the Blue Devils the best for a great upcoming season. Broadwater Trading Company is your local steel dealer, and they've got chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, outdoor power equipment, and much, much more, including farm equipment and supplies. So go by and see them today at 297 West Water Street, or give them a call at 386-6811. Again, that's 386-6811. Again, Broadwater Trading Company, proudly supporting Gate City Athletics.
And we are back here as the Daniel Boone band is on the field right now, entertaining us before the game. Still a few sprinkles out and about. You see a few umbrellas here. Good crowd starting to assemble here at Legion Field as we bring in Rob. Rob, how are you tonight? You've been down on the field talking to some of the coaches. Tell us a few things about what you've seen and get us ready for the start with the starting lineup.
Doing great. It's great to be back home after a couple of weeks on the road. Again, Daniel Boone's band's here. It's a good crowd here tonight. As you said, we had a little bit of rain here, and but we're ready for some football. So I want to go over our starters real quick. I was checking out the temperature. The 79 right now with a heat index and 83 degrees. So that rain did not cool it down much at all. So I want to go over the starters real quick. First for Daniel Boone. This is their offensive starters. At wide receiver is going to be number 1, Brennan Blair. Number 4, Charlie Cole, who's been lighting it up running this year. He's going to be starting at running back. Wide receivers Daniel Lusk, another big player for them. Also at wide receiver, Austin Cunningham, number 28. Gage LaRoche, number 31, will be at tight end. Their line is going to be Jake Sipos, Jeremy Sullivan, Isaac Qantas, and James Richardson. And the quarterback tonight is Easton Harold, number 5, for those of you. If looking at their offensive starters, they have one sophomore, and the rest of them are, they've got 7 seniors and 3 juniors, so pretty senior and junior-led team, to say the least. So we've got a few changes for our Gate City Blue Devils on offense tonight. First of all, starting is going to be number 2, Levi Roten at wide receiver. Luke is going to start tonight. Luke Reed, this will be his second start of the year, but he's getting the start tonight. DeAndre Mack will be starting also at wide receiver. Again, at quarterback tonight will be John Sally. Logan Tomlinson will be at running back, while Jacob Hicks will also be at wide receiver. Drew's not going to start tonight at wide receiver, but he will be doing the punting tonight, Coach said. We've got Michael Calhoun, whose name we called a lot, is getting his first start of the year. Michael, number 55, is a junior who's really had some great games for those of you that's listened in this year to know how good he has been playing. Also tonight starting is number 66, Logan Davidson, number 68, Kurt Gibson, and number 75, Isaac Stapleton. So we've got 2 new starters tonight, and just one not starting, and then Drew will not be starting at wide receiver, but he'll be punting. So
the coach, when you talked to Coach Akers, how did he feel overall, the health of the team? I know at Abington 2 weeks ago, we were walking wounded. 14 didn't dress out. What's his thoughts about tonight?
Well, he's still got 2 or 3 that are injured, but they came out of the game last week in really good shape. He said he felt good about they're getting more into the heat, and as time goes on, it's not affecting us much. If those of you that remember that were at the game or listened in, we had a lot of cramping problems and a lot of injuries 2 weeks ago. So, but last week's game they came out pretty healthy, and they've had a good week of practice. So, Boone's a really good team out of Tennessee, and they're going to be a hard team to beat tonight. But he feels as optimistic as he can be about the injury standpoint and their opportunities to win tonight. So I think if we can just keep away, we'll talk about this here in a few, but keeping away from the turnovers and the errors down close on the 2 sides of the end zones here on their side and on our side. When we get on our side, we've got to score, and whether it's 3 or 7. And then when we do have the ball deep down in Boone territory, we can't give them the short field. So that's a good thing with Drew punting tonight. Hopefully, if we do get backed up, we'll be able to, get the ball back out. I mean, Drew had a long field or kick last week, a punt of 61 yards. So I swear he should have averaged about 45 yards last week.
Yeah, he was a weapon, and that's going to be a big thing with this. And we've talked about it, flipping the field position. Richlands, we did a horrible job. Just to be honest, because every time we were backed up so far, we were punting to the 50, and they were starting in our territory each week or each possession. Seemed like so. Again, as we talked about, flipping the field is going to be huge. Again, Daniel Boone coming in this off that 38-10 loss to Elizabethton. The Trailblazers won the Region 1 5A championship last year behind the relentless runner of Charlie Cole, and you'll hear his name all night tonight. Players to watch include 2-year starter Logan Rivers. He is their middle linebacker, and he is tough. He goes sideline to sideline for the Trailblazers. Free safety, Colton Adams, and electric sophomore running back Devin White. Gives them speed, gives them the ability to get on the corner. We saw it last week against South. We've got to be able to come up and contain everything inside. Let our guys go inside. Linebackers feel and see if we can't stop the run. Gate City's been outscored by an average of 38-11 this year. And again, they've led, though, the last couple of weeks. They led Abington at Abington. They led South at South. However, again, as you mentioned, the undoing of the turnovers, 11 turnovers in 3 football games does not bode well for any football team, no matter who you are, where you are. It doesn't matter if you're the Green Bay Packers or if you're the Gate City Blue Devils.
You know, Joe, I was been watching the weather, watching radar. It wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if we got a little rain coming through. It's easy enough to say that sitting in a dry press box, but Boone's not afraid to throw the ball. And if we could take that away from him, that could play right into our boys' hands.
Make one-dimensional if we can. Again, talking about again that 38-10 loss at the hands of Elizabeth last week. The Trailblazers need a turnaround, and they've had a great week of preparation, according to Coach Jeremy Jenkins. They've really stressed not turning the ball over against this Gate City team on the road. They don't want to give Gate City any life. They want to be able to get out here, come out, score quick, and see if they can't run things up like they did last year. It was a 35-0, just absolutely convincing win last year over in Gray. But again, we'll see what happens here tonight.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game. We're going to take just a minute here as we salute America with the playing of our national anthem. So we'll turn this over as we do a salute to September 11th. So
we'll come back here in just a moment. You're listening to Home Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
If you're looking for the best selection of sweet treats to indulge in, or maybe you're looking to stay with your healthy lifestyle, they have it all at Sweet Frog in Kingsport. This family-owned and Christian-based business proudly serves our region with delicious combinations of frozen yogurt and hundreds of combinations of toppings. They now have Silk Almond Milk Yogurt, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive 10% off of your entire purchase. Sweet Frog is open 7 days a week and located in the Kingsport Pavilion Shopping Center. That's near Target and behind the Verizon store on Stone Drive. They also host parties, so give them a call today at 423-245-3764 or check them out on Facebook. Whether you're headed out to the game or if you're just looking for something great to eat, stop by and see the outstanding folks at the Campus Drive-In on Kane Street in Gate City. Campus Drive-In supporting Gate City Athletics for over 60 years, and they have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open 7 days a week. Also go in and ask about their new ice cream machine as well. So give them a call for call-in orders at 276-386-3702. Again, that's 276-386-3702. Tremendous customer service, affordable prices, and outstanding work. That's what you're going to find at State Line Collision. They take care of all your collision repair, body work, paint, and automotive needs for everyone in Southwest Virginia and Upper East Tennessee. And they want to take this opportunity to say thank you for the thousands they've been allowed to serve, and they look forward to serving the next thousands into the future. So if you've got a need, give them a call. 423-392-0828. Again, 423-392-0828. State Line Collision, proud supporters of Gate City Athletics.
And we are back here live at Legion Field on the beautiful campus of Gate City High School as Daniel Boone looks like they're about to come out on the field, Rob, and Gate City is starting to put together their spirit line as well.
4 minutes and 32 seconds to go before we start tonight's game. Daniel Boone, again, it's got a great crowd here tonight, another good crowd here for Gate City. Got here about an hour and a half before, and people were already walking in here to the stadium, so a lot of activity going on tonight. A beautiful night. The rain did come through for a few minutes, did cool it down some. If it didn't do anything, it knocked down some of the humidity tonight. So as you can hear the crowd possibly. Over on the other side, Daniel Boone has entered the field tonight. Joe, as you said, Boone comes in here on a high note after losing to Tennessee High earlier in the year. But tonight would be a big win if we could able to pull this off on Boone tonight.
Yeah, Daniel Boone came through pretty healthy in that loss against Elizabethton last week. Of course, they were able to bottle up Charlie Cole and everything. And it's just like we talked about with South last week. What they did in talking with a few of the coaches, the Elizabethton corners came up flying. They turned Cole in. They didn't let him bounce to the outside like we let South last week. and they forced him into that middle. And again, as you can take a look here at the size of Elizabeth, and last week they were able to stop him. Again, they didn't let him get out, and they held him for less than 50 yards. So,
well, right now, looking just at the lineup, Daniel Boone only has 2 players that are over 2